Things I don't want this vlog to be is just another social media outlet where everything seems wonderful and amazing. One of the things I don't like about social media is how some people try to make their life seem way better than everyone else's as a way to show off. I think for social media to be authentic, it needs to be positive, of course, but to show both the ups and downs in people's lives, because everyone has setbacks in life and everyone always feels that they're the only ones who have felt these problems. I want to be authentic, to tell the truth. Otherwise, there's no real point in doing a vlog in the first place. So let's go back a ways. Here I am graduating Florida State University in April 2008 with a degree in political science. I was the first person to graduate college in my family. While most people partied in college, I traveled. Here I am in Paris, in Rome, in Amsterdam, Hawaii. But somehow, after skipping a whole ton of classes to travel, I managed to graduate on time. Don't ask me how. But like I said at the beginning, I want to share the ups and downs. Graduating college was a huge life achievement, but graduating college in 2008, in the middle of the biggest economic recession since the 1930s, was not so great. And instead of conquering the world, I worked at a grocery bagger at public supermarkets. Finally, later that year, though, I was hired to join the Federal Aviation Administration to become an air traffic controller. And after making it through the academy at Oklahoma City, I worked here, 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 and here. The money and prestige of the job was pretty awesome. My entire identity as a person, though, literally revolved around my job. It consumed who I was, literally, as Tom Wolfe wrote, the bonfire of the vanities. My last facility, though, was in Austin, Texas. And when you think of Austin, you think Blue Star in the Red State, South by Southwest, and the Austin city limits. But things aren't and weren't as they seemed. You see, it takes a certain type of person to be an air traffic controller, a certain type of personality. And some of my fellow air traffic controllers in Austin didn't like me, my outlook on life, my personal life, and who I dated. In November 2014, I was awarded a letter of commendation and given a time off award for exemplary job performance by my management team. The very next month in December, my own union leadership called me a faggot while working. I brought the issue up to my management and was told that it would be handled appropriately. 1 month later, in January, I find out that the very same management team that was responsible for enforcing policy at the FAA and protect their employees, people like me, had lied to me and covered up my complaint by not reporting it up the chain of command. I took an oath when I became a federal employee to follow the law, and I had no choice but to blow the whistle, not only on the discrimination at the FAA, but on the cover-up by my management team. The very next month, in February, I was told that after 7 years and multiple certifications as an air traffic controller, I was no longer good enough to do my job. My job, my income, my very identity as a professional was completely destroyed. And this isn't a field where you can just leave one company and go and work for another. This is the only main employer in the United States for this profession. This was the beginning of one of the most challenging times I hope that I will ever experience in my life. But it's these times in life when you fall back on your friends, and in this case, they absolutely saved my life. A few years prior to this, at an air traffic control event in Las Vegas, I met Eric. Eric is an airline pilot and was dating an air traffic controller. We talked aviation, drank way too much, and kept in touch after the conference. A few months later, Eric was overnighting in Austin, Texas for work and hit me up to go out drinking. And that was pretty much the start of a friendship that saved my life. Fast forward to my world coming apart, Eric and his best friend Peter invited me out to Savannah, Georgia for a weekend on their sailboat. The whole weekend consisted of gratuitous drinking and them telling me that I should become a pilot. Not only did this plant a seed in my head that I could do this, but it showed me something far more important. You see, in my field of air traffic, people turn on each other all the time. People feud. It's sexist. it's misogynistic, and it's generally a hostile workplace and toxic work environment. I've seen other senior controllers plot and literally celebrate when junior controllers are washed out and lose their jobs. Yet here I was in Savannah, Georgia with pilots who were treating me like I was one of them, encouraging me and inspiring me to do something amazing in my life. After looking all over the country for a flight school, I found one in Denver, Colorado. I packed up my worldly possessions and headed for the Mile High City. I earned my private pilot certificate at the bare minimum of 40.00 hours. Next, I earned my instrument rating. Then I achieved my commercial pilot's license. And now I'm about to finish up my commercial multi-engine add-on and start my new career in life as a commercial pilot. So back to the beginning of this vlog, episode 2. I wanted to share this part of my life to be genuine. Yes, I get to fly and travel and meet amazing new people and see the world, but it's not all glamorous. I faced tremendous heartache, discrimination, retaliation, and public humiliation from my former colleagues. But I've tried to do the right thing, be a good person morally, and keep striving. I hope some of you watching this vlog can relate my story to your life. I promise to share the bad, not just the good. To be genuine and to tell a genuine story. So I'd love to hear comments that you might have. Please leave them below, and please click subscribe below to watch new vlog postings. Thanks for watching.